Oh, hello. How's it going? Yeah, it has been a bit. Nice to see y'all again as well. Everyone who is showing up and have not seen me or talked to me for a long period of time, because I rarely, if ever, do things that revolve around my YouTube channel other than these live streams that I do on the standard occasion of sometimes. Jeez. Very much doing this one out of obligation at this point. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Yeah, I just want to hear your whole experience with Death Battle. What do you think about the build-up and the outcome? Well, when it comes to the build-up and the outcome, the whole build-up is pretty much standard. I'm so used to the build-up of Death Battle at this point, it just comes naturally. As for the outcome, it all depends on who wins and how they won, and specifically the information that dictates how they win is how I always judge Death Battle, whether I work for them or not. That's just how it is. As for this battle, yeah, I 100% agree that Todoroki wins. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. When I first heard that we were doing this fight, I'm like, there's like a good almost 0.5% chance that Zuko could take it, but it's like you can't really get behind that ice thing. So this was good. Hello, Saber. Hey, Jack. Hey, Tay. Welcome. Hey, A-Force. It's really sad that I cannot stay for this, as my family and I are going apple picking. Oh, that's great, actually. Apple picking. That's actually sounds great. For the record, the Archie Sonic better have a live stream because I have much to say about it. Don't worry, man. The whole deal with me is I do a live stream for every death battle that I have worked on. If I have something to do with something in the battle, I will do a live stream for it. That is the case. So yes, and since I have animated in the battle, I will definitely talk about it. I missed your previous stream, so made show up this time. Well, welcome to this stream. What's up, Damon? Fine. Fine, how about that? I'm gonna be honest, Todoroki was always gonna win, and they didn't even use the manga Todoroki. If they did, Zuko ain't lasted a minute, trust me. Nah, that's just it. Like, you know a character has it in the bag. When the manga version, they didn't even use like the final form of this character. That still is growing. So, yeah, the only thing Zuko really had going for him at the time was the fact that he was a lightning timer, and unless you could prove that Todoroki is also a lightning timer, there was almost no way he could actually, like, take it without him relying too much on his ice ability. But then you realize, oh, right, Kaminari and how quirks work. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Welcome. And like normal, I think this stream is gonna probably last like an hour or so. I got some other things I need to get started into today. Beerus versus Arceus or versus Bill. Considering that I don't know much about Arceus and how you actually scale the god of Pokemon. I know he's like universal. It's pretty obvious that he is, but is he as multiversal as Beerus is with all the calculations and upscaling? I have no clue. I'm not 100% a Pokemon expert. Not to mention you have Pokemon, unlike other opponents, Arceus probably has like stat debuffs and stat increases that could make the outcome way more out there. But I will forever be an advocate on the fact that Bill ain't shit. Bill Cipher ain't shit to me. You have to really convince me that Bill Cipher is anything more than just a very, very lackluster, like, god. Unless, like, seriously, like, Bill just dropped the ball for me when in Gravity Falls. I am sorry. Why no dabs this episode? Because I respected the characters way too much to have either of them dab, alright? And besides, I'm doing my best. I'm trying not to do that anymore, alright? I am cancer. I am trying to get rid of it myself. The one also Arceus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he isn't, but I don't know Pokemon, which is why I didn't want to say either way. For all I know, Pokemon can fucking destroy several billion universes just by thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know much about Arceus. Cool if you have to meet the voice of Zuko. Yeah, it would have. I probably would have met him if it wasn't for the fact that, this whole pandemic thing is going on and none of us can really talk to each other. So, yeah, great timing. Super excited for our next fight. That's good. What's up with the bonus episode? What do you mean, what's up with the bonus episode? We got sponsored by Amazon. Amazon's like, make a The Boys episode, and we're like, we like Amazon money, so hell yeah, we're gonna make a good The Boys episode. And since I storyboarded for that, I have to say this is actually one of my favorite fights in the season, despite it not being in the season initially. Is clearing the clouds in the sky a good feat? Well, according to Death Battle, clearing the clouds in the sky is pretty much what will have it so that you're basically the strongest person in the universe, so I guess. I think so. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to say that, so I don't know. It's just gonna be of The Boys episode. So just prepare yourself. The Boys versus the Steven. Yes. The Boys versus the Steven versus the Batman versus the Game Grumps. Then Pikachu should get a rematch. Trust me, man, Pikachu should have beat Blanca. Everyone agrees. Pikachu should have fucking murked Blanca. We get it. I get it. I want that to happen more than anyone. But Death Battle's not gonna fucking give a block to Pikachu. They hardly give a block for my favorite characters. Why the fuck would I give it to Pikachu? I hate it too. Wait, you guys are doing something for the Boys show? Yeah, they announced it on Twitter. I think either it was yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. That we're doing something for the Boys. Speaking of the Boys, actually, I just remembered that the newest season, season 2, came out I think today or something like that. I need to get on that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna end this stream off in 1 hour. I need to jump on that. Did you also storyboard live action fights like Red Hood versus Winter Soldier, or is all in some what? Well, I don't do we don't do storyboards for live action stuff. That's all just according to the actors. Even though I do know there are live action things that do have storyboards, they don't do it for these. Hype for Sandy versus Rock Lee. Well, you can continue to be hyped for that because that's actually not happening this season, at least. As confirmed, they're both Boys prove me wrong. Boys episode, and they're Boys prove me wrong. Okay, I'm currently almost done with season 1 with the Boys. That's good. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. Pi, how many times do you have to remind me that you're Damon? I know that you're Damon. We've known each other for months. And okay, and of course I was in another tab for Tay to now do that thing for me. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tay. Luckily I was seeing it coming, so not as starstruck as previous encounters with this scenario. I know, Cody. Been a while since I made it for your streams. How's it going? It's going pretty good. And happy you got your money back, and happy now it's directly towards me. And I forget whether or not you had a list already prepared, so give that to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not I'm not 100%. I don't remember 100%. So unless you already gave me the list and they're already on the thing, do that now. Okay, that's good. Bully Butcher versus Negan. Oh wow. Pikachu versus Nate. Here you go, Teori Payne. Yep, Tate's back at it again. Yeah, Tate back at it again. Does this mean you guys can use more Archie characters? I don't know. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this just means we can just use characters. What do you mean, what? I went over to Discord, and I see your character profile. I see your character profile say, remember that I'm Damon. And I'm like, how could I forget that you're Damon? I've already known you're Damon. I already know you're Damon. I've known you were Damon for months. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that Zuko lost, in all honesty. As you should be, I guess. It's the right way to say that. Yeah, but you didn't, though. I have it right here on Discord that you say, remember that I am Damon. I'm surprised. If it's a character that more than one person knows, then it's free real estate for Death Battle. Basically. Now it just depends on whether or not they want to take the chance of the fact that it's a niche character or not. That's the deciding factor. And pretty much flash freeze an entire arena. Zuko doesn't really have a chance. No, he doesn't. Zuko would have had a chance of beating Todoroki if, and only if, Azula could burn her way out of being frozen. If she was able, if for some reason they showcased that in Avatar, Azula could burn out of that, her being frozen at the end of that series, then maybe, just maybe, Zuko had a better chance. But since it didn't, that's all Todoroki needs to do, just freeze him. That's it. He can't do anything. What other past combatants should return? I'm thinking Shadow. I swear to, I love Shadow, but, Shadow, I love Shadow, but I'm tired of him coming back. This is, I don't care how much I like a character, I don't like returning combatants in Death Battle. That's just a personal thing for me. You have such a rogues gallery of just characters in general in so many different media that, for me, bringing a character back is shitting on the proper slot that another character that hasn't been in Death Battle could have been. For me, if you had to have a returning dude, I would think that returning dude could only come back returning combatant once every season. At best, for me, as a personal thing for me. So for Shadow to come back, a dude came back who's already been in Death Battle twice. It's kind of like the whole Wonder Woman thing. It's kind of like the whole Sonic thing right now. This is technically Sonic's third time coming back. Todoroki is way stronger than I thought. I'd give him that. But you're talking about Shadow versus Beast from Mega Man. I was scared that they would make Zuko win when he announced it. Good heavens, that didn't happen. Ew. Bamboozled the best way possible. I feel the same way with Wonder Woman. That's just it. Returning combatants is fine, as long as it's one per season. But I always want new combatants in Death Battle, because there are just so many characters. There are so many characters, especially from DC and Marvel, yet we continue to use the core elemental basic dudes. It's I want Big Wheel. Damn it. Hey, more effective. We don't need Shadow a third time. We honestly don't. I get, a return combatant, especially if you haven't, Leonardo versus Jason. I could see Leonardo coming back because Leonardo wasn't in Death Battle for a long friggin' time. A long friggin' time. So I kind of was okay with Leonardo coming back. But like... Alright. Tay, I just want to say the SED character. Did you get permission from that person, or is this still up in the air? Have you asked that person yet? Also, I'm not sure about the studs. The studs are. I'll talk about that later. I don't mind though. Did someone say morphing time? I like to see Kratos return though. Yeah, like out of everyone, yeah, I love to see Kratos come back. Then I'm gonna wait before I put them on the list because again, permission means everything to me. I really top 3 mega anime of all time. The only returning combatants we really need is Akuma, Spawn, and Kratos. I'm with you on that, as long as Kratos is not refighting Spawn, because for Christ's sake, I think they're gonna mess him up again. Ah, man. You got my hopes. Oh, right. I finally remember that thing I wanted to say that a while back ago. Okay. I'll be sure to remember it for next time we talk in Discord. And Vegeta too. Same for Master Chief. Like at this point, it's like we need to get everyone who feels like they didn't get a fair shake. Even though Master Chief got a fair shake, but yeah, Master Chief has been a while. It has been a while before Master Chief came back. Like, yeah, pretty much people, characters. I agree. Since Death Battle has gone on record multiple times saying that previous rules established in the past have been completely altered and revamped for this current iteration of Death Battle, most characters from the first couple of seasons should be able to come back now that their research, development, all that other stuff is so much higher now, and the rules can be dedicated more towards not compositing them and keeping them at a basic level of what we normally know them as and shit like that. So, yeah. What was the hardest part to animate? Like, for Zuko versus Todoroki? Not much, really. Like, I'm so used to just animating and stuff. Mostly animation was done by, I think it was Luis. Pretty sure it was Luis. I'm gonna say Luis and Zach just to be safe. Just to be safe. I say Virgin come back. He's cool. Yeah. Pikachu versus and then you keep responding weird. What? He's saying you're me. Alright. Death Battle should do a fight between two anti-villains. Anti-villains? I'm almost 100% I know what those are, how they work, and their entire fucking system. But, God help me, it has been a long time since I heard the term anti-villains. I'm pretty sure an anti-villain would be like Overlord from, Overlord. You're working on the upcoming fight? I storyboarded and did some 2D animation for Archie Sonic versus Flash. So yeah, you will be seeing some hand-drawn elements in that, done by me, Zach, and I believe Luis contributed it as well. Our art style is kind of interchanged to the point where I just kind of get confused on who does what. I'm pretty sure Zach did the first one. Was that Zach? Oh, God. Alright, that one I did not expect, and that one I'm kind of like, why did you say, what the fuck, man? This is the money I got saved up for the stream. To continue out. Yeah, get a bed. He says, one day. That's the whole deal. That's the whole deal, Tay. I appreciate it. And I am going to use this. It's going to help me get a bed a lot faster. But due to the whole new money paying system I'm going to be getting at my job, all I need is like 2 weeks. when my new contract starts, which is tomorrow. Thanks anyway, dude. Man, alright. I'm still waiting for my job back. What was your job? There's money, I feel like. Anyways, yeah. You're nice like that. Base Batman Living Tribunal says an Omega mail on Death Battle comment section. Working in a movie theater, taking care of tickets. I see the problem. Man, I hope you get your job. I hope things turn out better eventually. That's the best I can say. I don't know anything about this stupid pandemic. Blue Beetle versus Max Steel. I know neither, personally. Like, when it comes to, like, comics, I'm not the type of 100% the type of person to talk to. I know comics from the initial things that I get to read off the bat when you need specific information. Sonic vs. Flash, Death Battle, Flossing Sonic God. What have we done? You know, I was, very tempted to have Sonic floss in the battle. Very tempted. And I'm pretty sure they actually have done it, because they've actually done some stupid shit in my boards. But, for you guys, I didn't. So, you're welcome. The person who will call it the problem is the one saying you should thank him. I like to see Maka versus Ruby in a death battle, but I mentioned Damon. I have a fever. Yeah, Maka versus Ruby, I'm surprised has not happened yet. I think, you know, I have the conspiracy reason it hasn't happened yet, and I have the actual reason it hasn't happened yet. The conspiracy reason it hasn't happened yet is because they're waiting for enough volumes of Ruby to come out so Ruby can be stronger than Maka so she can win. Or the actual reason it didn't come out, they just don't have a time slot to it, and also it's probably more than likely going to be a 3D fight. So since it's going to be a 3D fight, it's going to have a lot more time having resources and also making a Maka rig. So, former or latter, they're both pretty valid. And also, Tay, you're missing 2 characters for... Oh, wait, never mind. No, you're not. I can't do math right. Alright, I'm still... Red Hood versus Winter Soldier, Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers, and Human Torch versus Cinder from Killer Instinct. Huh. Oh, yeah. I don't know how I should ask if you can put it. Yeah, so that's all I think. So I think it would be better if you do it. Alright, I'll ask him. Ask her. Them. Undisclosed gender that I forgot. What do you think of John Tambane versus Saberwolf? Well, I think it's a pretty decent fight. If it happens, it'll be pretty decent. Because here's the thing. Truth be told, I don't know jack shit of both Killer Instinct and Darkstalkers. So asking me that question is like asking a guy who will win in a fight, an ant or a molehill. Maybe the molehill. Even though it's immobile, I'm pretty sure the ant will take like 1,000 years to fucking actually take it out. I don't know. Not a mole, by the way. I was wondering if you were going to do a stream. Yeah. And here I am. Doing a stream. Marcus Phoenix should appear too. Marcus Phoenix will definitely be a 3D fight against somebody. So, should be interesting. In the fight, Sonic better say, that's no good. What if I promise you he says something else? He can put holes in it. The ant, that is. Yeah, but how long would it take for him to absolutely demolish it? I know he can, like, puncture it. That's, like, damage, yeah, but destroy it. I'm you, but anime. So, Marcus Phoenix versus either Master Chief. No, not Master Chief. Master Chief will destroy Marcus Phoenix. I don't care who you are. Commander Shepard is a much... Actually, no. Depending on which Commander Shepard we use, actually. Because if it's standard military soldier Commander Shepard, then yes, I can see the fight going either way. But if it's biotic Shepard, you know, the one that can throw mini black holes and shit, I'm sorry, Marcus. I love you, man. But he can literally, like, snipe your ass from a distance with a goddamn fucking singularity. So, nah. But Master Chief, I don't see how you can get past that armor. Along with Master Chief just being better overall. Taking out way bigger threats than Marcus, just saying. What do you think of the other RVB characters and think of other RVB characters in Death Battle? I think it would be cool. Got really nothing to say. Commander Shepard has Kamui. In Mass Effect, there are Mass Effect fields and all that sort of stuff with what thing they call biotics. Biotics allows them to actually manifest and control the very fucking foundation of antimatter or whatever the fuck the exhibition is. But basically, you can pull things with like throwing shit, and you can cause singularities by throwing a little miniature black hole that just suspends people in animation and shit like that. Just basically making everything helpless. Mainly if you're a human-sized individual. So, yeah. Kind of, sort of, not really the Kamui, but it's some shit that Marcus can't contend with. Let's just say that. Does Bakugan have giant monsters? I don't know whether or not those characters that turn into giant creatures are actually there, or they're holographic fixtures or some shit. It's been a long time since I watched Bakugan. I do wish for a crossover video game of Halo and Gears of War. Master Chief and Marcus could make a great team. I believe they would make a great team, yes. But do not have them fight each other. It's a little too one-sided, in my opinion. An oddball character, Cubics. Depending on which Bakugan season and which Beyblade series, it could be a good fight, honestly. Yeah, considering that there literally is lore of Moses splitting the Red Sea with a Beyblade, I don't know whether or not it's depending on the person using the Beyblade or the Beyblade itself, but if the Beyblade split the Red Sea, then that shit, power scaling-wise, is unreal. You want Gamera versus Groudon? Groudon stomps. pretty much no difficulty. But I meant, hey, Spirit, splitting the Red Sea, child's play over there. Apparently. Basin. Okay. Well, as weird as all that is, yeah, Gamera versus Groudon. Gamera can barely take out fucking Godzilla. I don't see how you can actually take down Groudon. Now, that's a better fight. Trust me, that's a much better fight, of which I don't have the answer to. At least without going and doing some research. How strong is Skeletor? I have no fucking clue. It's crazy how children's games are overpowered. Thanks, anime. Yep. Most children's games in anime are overpowered. Like, that's just a universal rule. 3DX or superpower beatdown. Yeah, there you go. Stuff like that could work. Or multiversal in the comics. I gotta talk to you. Alright, later, Jack. I'd like for another battle royale for Death Battle. Well, you're getting it, I think. What was your favorite part of the whole fight? My favorite part of the whole fight was definitely just the final hit, basically. The fucking Todoroki basically doing what he did to Deku but with ice. It was fun. It was fun to storyboard, I can tell you that much. Because I literally rewatched the scene like 100 times just so I can get the actual movements down correctly. Cat Plant versus Aang. Do you think Chie from Persona 4 versus Mako from Kill La Kill is a good fight? Yes, actually. I think that's a real good fight. Like a real good fight. Virus titles. Ko Lyoko versus Chaotic. Not, but maybe like Sceptile versus Blaken versus Swampert. Oh, like those that type of battle royale. You know, it is something. It is something because the reason why they say that Blastoise wins is because they really were very articulate on who's faster, who is gonna attack first, basically like that. And it was pretty obvious that once you had the type disadvantage come about, the one with the obvious type disadvantage was going to lose. Now, what are they going to do again with Blaziken, Swampert, and Sceptile? Because Sceptile, I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Sceptile like the fastest grass type, or is he the fastest starter? Because I thought that was, because I'm conflicted between Sceptile and Blaziken, and you Pokemon fans would know more about that than me. Yeah, and Swampert would go down, like, hard. He has a 4-time weakness in one of them. Blaziken takes speed. Because that's what I thought. But I heard the comment of Sceptile being, like, fast. So, okay. So, Blaziken, I believe Blaziken wins. Blaziken wins. He has Sceptile, I believe Sceptile will take out, Swampert. Sceptile will take out Swampert, and Blaziken will take out Sceptile. So, at least Blaziken will win. So I'd say do it because my boy Blaziken, I want him to win because I love Blaziken. He's like my second favorite starter. Final Evolution starter is a better way to put it. Quick question. Would Steven for Steven Universe versus MCU Thanos without the gauntlet be a fair fight? Steven has that crazy strength feat when he was powerless in the movie, after all. Well, that's just it. That's kind of like up in the air. I have to actually do some research about that because it took Giant Garnet, all all the diamonds and several other people, along with Lapis trying to hold him down, and the cluster, for fuck's sake, just to hold him back. Which is fucking strong. So, yeah, I gotta kind of probably give it to Steven. If it's just basic Thanos with literally nothing else but himself, probably goes to Steven. Hello, Jeremiah. Alright, later, Saber. How about Sly Cooper versus Rouge the Bat? Well, considering I know nothing about how fast, strong, and everything about Rouge is, I just pretty much sure that knowing Death Battle will probably compare her to Knuckles. So, can Knuckles beat Sly? Yeah, probably. So I would think that Rouge could beat Sly as well. The thing is I'm forgetting that we got like Sly Cooper 4 Sly, which has a lot more abilities and actual like strength feats to go off of. Not to mention a good durability feat that now I'm thinking about it. But the only thing is, Rouge has flight and bombs that can actually make it so it'll make it way harder for Sly to actually hit her. Just because Rouge isn't a good spy doesn't mean she can't kill him in a fight. I'm just saying. This isn't a fight between spies. This is a fight between two characters who can kill each other. And I'm going off of that. I don't give 2.5 shits that she sucked. No, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does matter. Wait. It does. Yes, it does not matter that she's not a good spy. There you go. So yeah, it does not matter. So she can fly. She has bombs. She's much faster than him, and along with that, she has more tactical ability thanks to the fact that she has the air while he is on the ground primarily, unless he jumps off of something and uses his paraglider. That of which would just leave him as a sitting duck. He can't do anything afterwards. So, sadly, gotta give up to Rouge, as much as I fucking hate her and love Sly. For a fun cat fight, Black Cat versus Catwoman. Interesting fight, because I'm surprised Death Battle hasn't done that yet. Sly can slow down time. He can slow down her perception of time. He cannot slow down time, but yeah, that is something. But then again, you acting like that got him you acting like that can get him out of every single situation that he's ever been in, which is not the case. James Bond versus Jason Bourne. People have been talking about that, along with John Wick and Hitman, Agent 47, I mean, all the fucking time. And Shepard, I really like him for versus Star-Lord. Yeah, that'll be an interesting fight. At least it'll actually fit a theme. Since I actually don't know how strong Star-Lord actually is. So, there you go. It's like, he can't, because I'm pretty sure it's slowing down the perception of time. Slowing down time would mean that once you slow down time, you move at regular speed while time itself slows down. But Sly moves just as fast. He just slows down his perceptions. Black Cat versus Blake from RWBY. Blake would actually destroy Black Cat, unless there is something about in the comics where Black Cat apparently tanks a giant city-level explosion along with fighting a speedster. I think Blake has it. Alright, if we take Big Monster from take Base Steven and maybe Pink Steven form, does Thanos stand a chance? I think so, because he could just mollywomp Hulk, who could just bat around Thor, of which who could tank a star and a whole bunch of other things. But then nope. This is before he gets his newfound axe thing. So if we're doing some proper scaling issues and durability wiping and shit like that, and all around strength factors, the fact that Thanos could just manhandle Hulk in his base form without even using the Power Stone, by the way, then that's something. That's something given. Pink Steven's biggest feats are around like building to maybe small multi-building level. So yeah, I'd say Thanos has a better chance of winning. I still don't know whether or not he can win, but yeah, it's more of an even fight. That is true. That is true. If Jasper and Peridot can just fall from space and be fine with it, I'm pretty sure Steven scales to that, considering that he has diamond level things. So, yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. Yeah, I'm still gonna give it to Steven. No shit. Like, NJ, like, that's on no shit. Of course, Thanos with the full gauntlet can win. He could just fucking bend Steven into, like, ribbons and just turn him into Legos if he felt like it, because he has the reality stone, for fuck's sake. Or just snap him out of existence as he has the full gauntlet. No shit he wins. We're talking about, like, an actual even fight. Ultron versus Brainiac? I have no clue. What about Pride FMAB versus Gengar? I don't know. Yandere Dev versus Scott Coffin. Stop. As character, games, and all-around appeal and likability factor goes to Scott Coffin. Persistence? Probably Yandere Dev. But that's it. And that is me being as nice as possible to the dude. Alright? But Scott destroys. And if we're gonna and we're gonna do summons, like, Yandere Dev can summon everyone in his games, while Scott can summon everyone in his games, Scott still wins. Scott destroys. Yeah, I get it. I already said that Steven wins. You don't have to give me the hard sell, X, but yeah, there you go. So I say for James for 7 for DBX. I like that. Scott destroys, but just by summoning himself. You know, either he summons himself from, this is from Math World. He has himself, his avatar specifically, and he has the rainbow. That is so powerful, you need to actually cheat the game to beat it. So, that's it. Scott wins. That's the actual interesting ones for DBX. I just want to see those in real death battles. Man Beyond the Slaughter, what do you think of Scott Pilgrim versus Travis Touchdown? That's actually a pretty good fight. Mostly because, well, it's great thematically. I actually don't know who's, like, the clear victor is. Granted, I know Travis more than Scott. But I know that Scott has been through some crazy shit when he had to fight the world and all that. All those 7 evil X's and all that, whatnot. I don't know the full, like, gist of it. But Travis has done some crazy shit, too. Yeah, he's an actual character in-game. Yeah, and he's fucking strong as shit. In other words, insane piece of robots versus a Psycho Yandere. And the Psycho Yandere can get beat by a person who knows Aikido. So, yeah, I don't... Alright. Raphael versus Rash. I prefer Travis Touchdown versus Jack Kamen. Alright. How about Scott versus Toby Fox? Okay. That's a hard one. That's actually a hard one. I can't actually say anything something about that. I think Travis has the feet next to. He can cause earthquakes and dodge lasers. Yeah, no, he definitely did that. Look, trust me, I played every single fucking No More Heroes game. Can't wait for the third one. I'm pre-ordering that shit as soon as it's pre-orderable. But when it comes to Scott, you have to tell me more about what Scott can do than Travis. I know Travis fucking destroys in a lot of ways. Psycho Yandere is on dot. Out though, hey, at least Toby gets some good content. Wait, oh, hold on, let me read that again. No, I thought it was Scott versus Toby, not Yandere Dev versus Toby. Because Scott, you say what you want about FNAF. FNAF is a cultural icon at this point with a lot of great, actual good games, in my personal opinion. And while I will say that Undertale is like all of his games put into one in forms of entertainment factor and creativity, yeah, but I would not say that Scott Kaufman never gave us any good content, especially since he's like really a nice dude. But if it was Yandere Dev, fuck yeah, at least fucking Toby Fox give us good content. That I can agree with. No, like, because this whole thing started off from me reading, that we're doing Toby Fox versus Scott Cawthon. And when I read that, and then suddenly I see, I missed your first comment and got to the comment of, at least Toby gives us good content. I thought that you meant it as so, hey, obviously Toby gives us good content because that Toby Fox gave us Undertale. So my only mind went straight to, oh, so you must hate FNAF. That was my thought process. Scott Pilgrim, Monica joins the battle. Where's your god now, Scott? John Chan versus Markiplier. I actually did some power scaling for both guys, and it's actually a pretty even fight. Pre-time skip Luffy versus Rock Lee. Pre-time skip Luffy versus Rock Lee. Rock Lee wins. Like, no difficulty. How? How? If it's pre-time skip Luffy, Rock Lee wins. And there's no amount of argumentation that you can give Luffy. I like how you're saying you disagree and no he doesn't, as if that's supposed to be like actual confirmation, when that is not how debating works, my boy. How debating works is, Rock Lee, at this point, has 7 gates. 7 gates of which is comparable to Might Guy. Might Guy, who can fucking shake an island. Pre-time skip Luffy can barely fucking take down several buildings. And the 8-gate multiplier, do you know Madara fucking Uchiha? No, Rikudo Madara Uchiha. The Madara Uchiha who absorbed the 10 tails of which he was compared to a small planet in power. And the 8-gate guy is able to push damage and almost fucking murder this motherfucker 5 times a Sunday. And you're telling me Lee, end of series Lee versus pre-time skip Luffy. Pre-time. If this was post-time skip, we would not be having this conversation. But this is pre-time skip Luffy. He stands no chance. Literally. He beats him in speed, power, tactics, strategy, and all around, all that sort of stuff. So, no. I'm done with that. Like a whole division and to destroy the meteor. I like how you say he had help with a whole division, as if like this whole division was like made up of 50 people. It was like 4 other guys. 6 max. You're saying that like, oh shit, he had help with like an army to destroy that meteor. No. And again, he wasn't even the final gate. He only used like the 5th one. There is still more multipliers, my boy. Yeah, you said that Rock Lee didn't know, you just said Rock Lee. I didn't know which one. I heard No, like, the fight was pre-time skip Luffy and then Rock Lee. Since he didn't say pre-time skip Rock Lee, then of course, pre-time skip Luffy versus pre-time skip Rock Lee, Luffy destroys, obviously. But if we're using final end of series Rock Lee versus pre-time skip Luffy, you cannot tell me how pre-time skip wins. Like, at all. Fuck no. Oh, sorry. It's fine. It's fine. That's the whole... that's the whole thing about debating. You have to be absolutely certain that you have all the information at the ready. Because you got a guy who actually watched the last, like, maybe a week ago. Versus primarily Part 2 Rock Lee. That's a better fight. However, one of which I cannot actually just say outright who would win. Because I actually have to do some research, but I'm leaning more toward Luffy. Noble Lost Paw versus Nux Taku. That's a hard fight, man. They both have the power of ultimate memes on their side, and they'll probably blow up the universe with every fucking punch, so who knows? Who's the best opponent for Luffy has in your opinion? Best opponent for Luffy? That's just it. I don't fucking know. Every opponent is either way too strong or way too weak. I could not tell you. Yeah, he had help from a couple of guys. 3, like, again, it was either 4 or 6 max. It is 6 maximum. And that is, and if we even divide that, that is way better than anything Luffy has done pre-time skill. Next Saki will destroy Noble, Heck, Noble has, like, no feats. How do you know that? He has big feats. Huge feats, in fact. In fact, I gave him one. I gave him several, actually. Cost Drive should return too, except Nux has the power of memes in anime, but also the power of Flex, which clearly puts him above Omnipotence. Granted, you know, if we allow summons, he has Lord Twigo, so got me there. And their limits, that's not really much, considering you're talking to a guy who thinks Sans isn't shit, so... Nuxtaku can take away Omnipotence, what do you even do against that? I don't know. Moon down from Sea of Light. Why are we still talking about this one in particular? Well, there you go. Darren Rue has a point. Noble does have a harem, so what can you do against that? Looks mainly. Yeah. In terms of looks mainly, because fucking, dude, you cannot tell me Sans is any stronger than a fucking human. Like, I can't fucking, like, I mean, like, a standard, like, wall-level dude. Versus Lily, Noble's harem, and Twigo levels of memehood. No. Lord Twigo. No, dude, you don't have to fucking argue with me about Lord Twigo. I already know Lord Twigo already transcends the very foundation of what a meme even is. He's not even a meme anymore. He's his own fucking pillar of fucking epicness that you cannot comprehend for the sequel viewer. Even if you could take infinity and then times it by another infinity, it still doesn't even come like a fraction of close to how powerful Twigo's actual max power level is in his avatar state. Not even talking about it like his real body here. Dude, you don't have to fucking tell me twice. Ryuko versus Akame? Depends on how far we're letting Ryuko transform. Then again, Akame does have her blade that if you cut them, they just kind of get poisoned and die. So, I need to think about that one. Are you getting in the mix with Madara? What do you mean you don't remember Rock Lee getting in the mix with Madara? Okay, there was the instance where he kicked him. Did you get that? Or are you talking about when he became God? Because when he became God, he helped out, he helped out, Might Guy to actually kick him that one time. And he would have to be fast enough to throw a kunai that fast and also be perceiving his speed in a particular way. But, again, that's not here or there. We're mostly talking about endgame Lee in Boruto, not really that Lee. Anyway. Especially being Death Battle. Over is Axel from Kingdom Hearts. Axel with the... Okay. DBX. Yeah, that'd be fun. Chatting God of Destruction and Scooby at the same time. He could do that in his sleep. He was just kind of humoring them if that was actual fight that I missed. Lord Twigo wouldn't even have to think that they're there to beat them in a fight. It's not hard to beat those two, especially if you're Lord Twigo. Will Markiplier still have the time machine thing from his heist with Markiplier? Maybe. You say Sans is like universe level and shit because he fight with Chara. Even though that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. He did fight Chara, but he's not universal. Oh, he's far from it. The only reason why he's able to even touch Chara is because he has hacks. That's it. Hacks of which would not work against a person that isn't like Chara. Death battle when? Henry must have an aside, by the way. Charles, come on. Why do you want Charles on the side? All he'll do is crash his helicopter or something. Liu Kang versus Iron Fist. I'm back. What parts of the death battle did you animate? The part where the fire happened and the part where the ice happened. I'm pretty sure that narrowed it down. Of course it must have Charles. He always has the greatest plans. He does, but that's outside help, my friend. As much as I hate it, can't give him Charles. Farm. Jackson versus Lucy. Hell. I think Ash beats Luffy. Lucy, my fault. Lucy, my personal opinion. Yeah, about putting Henry Stickmin in death battle. John said it will work out well since you count his failure feats with his because the whole deal is there is no clear-cut canon to Henry Stickmin. So okay, aside from like the first couple of games where there is no branching pathways, there's no real like things for Henry Stickmin. We can count all of his successes and count them as feats. As for his failures, it'll be very complicated because some of his failures does give him good feats, but they're failures, so you reset and it doesn't actually happen. But then they are also known as endings, so in a reality, that is a Henry Stickmin with that level of strength. So it's like, god damn, Henry. Any reactions for anything or no? Probably not. I'm gonna be real. I have no fucking clue. Finn and Jake versus Mordecai and Rigby. I love you, Finn and Jake. I love you to death. But Mordecai and Rigby, stop. Then again, I forgot that Jake got like a huge buff afterwards. This is the greatest plan since you journey to the west. Can we get a Sun Wukong in death battle? Trust me, man. There's nothing I want more. It's like the whole deal with Mordecai and Rigby is that there has been so much shit in regular show where it just gets so hyper supernatural, especially the one where you got the death punch thing versus the fucking epic block thing, showcasing that their fucking power output is god tier just from that episode alone, along with probably some other shit that I forgot in the series. But then again, I forgot that at the end of the series of Adventure Time, some crazy shit happens that probably puts them on the same level, so I'm not sure. Since you are a fan of Journey to the West, look, dude, trust me, there's nothing I want more than have actual Sun Wukong from the myth and legend to actually be in a death battle. But who would he fight? Elbowing a bear into a wall comes to mind. Yes, it does. Aquaman versus Black Panther? Sure. So if Sans fought someone like Jason Voorhees, he'll win because karma retribution? Probably. That's the whole deal with Sans. Due to his karma retribution, he wins. I don't know why. Probably somebody has done this, but imagine a fight where you did get invincibility frames with every hit Sans did, and it only did 1 damage, and then that's just it. Imagine that fight. Tell me that shit would not be fucking easy as fuck. Tell me. And that's just it. Unless you have like big fat fucking sins on your back, Sans ain't shit. All you have to do is hit him once, and he's as fast as a human. That's it. That's it. And it has been an hour. I'm gonna end things off soon. So get your final whatever the fuck's out within the next minute. Unironically, at the bottom tier of Undertale raw power, but his gimmicks and shenanigans makes him just a perfect counter to Frisk, Heavy Cinders like that. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, but if he fought anyone else, he would suck ass. That's it. That's all I have to say. Have you watched Demon Slayer? Because he's created his own breathing technique, which is the cough. Yeah, I was like, hey, Shura, nice. Summon versus Ashura. Okay. All right. Anything else? Summon versus no. No to that. No. Juggernaut versus Doomsday. Interesting fight. Can we still play with the idea of Henry Stickmin in Death Battle? Sure. You can play with as many ideas as you want. Alright. Bro, have you seen Animosity? Fishu is still too angry to die once, died again. Is too angry to die again. Okay. But we don't count, while great, fanfictions into Death Battle. Sorry. How strong is Wukong? A lot stronger than you think. Gunner versus Adge Mercer. What if you pit actual gods, not comic books, against each other in Death Battle? Then we have to actually scale to the mythologies and how big their feats are and what they showcase to be able to do. Like any other Death Battle. The only problem is there's so much fucking shit out there, it's probably be very too fucking hard. Link versus Pit, eventually. I'm gonna do my research on pre-time skip Luffy versus Rock Lee. You do that, man. I'm about to go watch The Boys Season 2. Hope you guys have a nice day, and I will try to make it so that the live stream to Sonic vs. Flash comes out way sooner than this one. Way sooner than this one had for Zuko versus Todoroki. All right. So, yeah, you guys have a nice day.